Brett Okamoto from ESPN alongside the UFC welterweight king, Kamaru Usman. We are fresh off UFC 246 main event. Conor McGregor just knocked out Donald Cerrone in 40 seconds. Kamaru had a pretty good seat out there for it. And before we get to the fight, I just want to ask you, coming into this week, you did a scrum with the media, and you said, that's the position that I'm in, is I don't have to call for anybody. They're coming after me. Really, though, when you came here, did you think that you wanted to maybe try to do some stuff to possibly get Conor McGregor's attention this week?
No, absolutely not. I'm the king of the division. There's no shortage of fights for me. People are always going to present themselves. So, I'm in a beautiful place right now. All I have to do is sit back, and when the UFC calls and says, hey, this is the next guy, it's my time to go to work.
Man, that said, Kamaru, I mean, Conor McGregor is there's something a little bit different about him in terms of just his fame, his popularity. If you could fight anybody out there, a lot of people out there would say, "Come on, Kamaru, you want to fight Conor McGregor," but that is not the case for you, huh?
Oh, no. Don't get me wrong now. Don't get me wrong. At the end of the day, I understand what this is. I mean, this is a humongous money fight. For Conor McGregor to be going for his third title, that's history. No one's ever done that. And I'd be crazy to try to stand in the way of history. I'm going to give him that opportunity. But everyone knows as well as I know that that will be short-lived. And so, it is what it is. I'm not holding my breath. If it's Conor, so be it. If it's anyone else in division, so be it. There is no discrimination on my part to dish out this ass whooping.
So, the fight starts. Conor's on one side, Donald's on the other. The referee gets out of the way. They start to come together and describe to me. I mean, we all saw the fight, obviously, but what did you see as a welterweight champion?
Man, I mean, always Cowboy's a slow starter. Everyone knows that. And Conor tends to he tends to jump on his guys very, very fast. And I knew that was a recipe for disaster for Cowboy in the first 2 rounds. If Cowboy could survive after the first 2 rounds, I think he adjusts very, very well. And I had him pulling it out in the later rounds, but in those first 2 rounds, Conor's extremely dangerous, and he got the job done.
Did you learn anything new about Conor? Can you take anything away from a performance like this?
No. I mean, Conor's Conor. At the end of the day, styles make fights. These guys can say whatever they want to say about this style or that style or about me, but once they step in that octagon across from me, they notice how different it is.
Did it make you change your opinion at all as to how much Conor McGregor is a welterweight? I think that once that fight was made at 170 pounds, people were like, why is it 170? He's more of a lightweight. He comes out and gets a finish in 40 seconds. Did that change your opinion at all over how dangerous, I guess, he can be at this weight?
No, I respect Conor. I believe he's a true mixed martial artist. And he showed that tonight, weight or non-weight. I mean, obviously the opponent was kind of favorable for his style, but, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, if Conor wants to fight me at 170, we're both going to weigh in under that limit of 170. So, it doesn't make that big of a difference. If he wants it, he can get it too.
What ultimately do you think he'll decide? Because the ball is usually in his court, right? Who do you think Conor McGregor will want to fight after tonight?
Honestly, I don't really care.
No.
Because at the end of the day, I'm a champion. So as long as I continue to do my job, I'm going to stay the champion. I'm going to stay at the top of the mountain. But for him, obviously it would be wise for him to pick a stylistically favorable matchup. So he can continue that win streak. He needs to build himself back up to possibly be able to challenge, maybe for the lightweight or maybe go back down to the featherweight, But, at the end of the day, I'm not really worried about it. If he wants to, like I said, if he wants to fight me, then it will call and we'll make that happen.
Is it a foregone conclusion if you fought Conor McGregor that you would just take him down, wrestle him, put him on his back, and just completely eliminate his left hand? Would that be the game plan? It seems like it would be the obvious game plan. Is that what you would do?
No, absolutely not. See, in my last fight, I wanted to show something different. I wanted to show that I could have taken the guy down, but I did not want to take him down. I wanted to keep him standing, and I really wanted to break his face and knock him out. And I did just that. In the fight before, I wanted to dominate from start to finish, and I did just that. So I can win any way that I want to win. If it's Conor McGregor, if I want to stand and knock him out, I can do that. If I want to take him down, maul him, and break his face and beat him up, I can do that. So it doesn't matter. I'm going to win the fight any way I want to.
Last question for you: is there any type of concern that this will end up with? That you'll get neither. You know, that you'll get neither big fight. That the big fight will happen between Conor McGregor and Jorge Masvidal, and that sort of both of your potential opponents will then disappear because they're fighting each other. Is that a concern of yours at all?
I don't really care, because at the end of the day, I'm going to get somebody. I'm the champion. They got to keep that belt rolling. So it doesn't matter whether I get Conor or whether I get Masvidal, as long as I'm continuing to defend my title. That's the most important thing to me, because I'm the champion. I'm going to stay that way.
Hey, man, appreciate it. Appreciate the look, as always. You look good tonight, fight night. I hope you enjoyed the fights, and we'll see you soon. Looking forward to seeing what's next, Kamaru. Thanks.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports and analysis, download the ESPN app. And for live streaming and special content, subscribe to ESPN Plus.